Mike, do you have any memories from the first one or two Hambletonian contenders you had?
Well, the first real contender I had was Ambassador Bell. I finished second in the elimination, and no, I won the elimination, the first, and I was second in the final to Harmonious.
And then
I took the lead, and I was on top of the stretch there, and Harmonious came and beat me pretty good.
now 4 years later comes Victory Dream. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Victory Dream was an unbelievable horse there. At the time, it came at the right time for me. That was, I think, it was '84 maybe. Yeah. And Victory Dream, I won very easy with him. That was my first Hamble that I won, so that was a great time.
Oh, it was quite a thrill. I mean, the excitement, the electricity, it was very exciting.
Is it a race where you're happy to be out there?
I was. Yeah, it'd be nicer if you can win it. Hopefully one of these days I will, and it is. It's nice to have one that's in the race.
Is it safe to say the Jug and the Pace on the other side, and for the Trials of Hambletonian, those are like the premier events?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I would say the Hambletonian measures up to the Little Brown Jug in my thinking there. It was, like I said, it was a lot of excitement, and it's a race I'd like to win.
Frank Antonacci, I got to be honest with you. In mid-stretch in 2008, I thought Craze was going by to win the Hambletonian.
Yeah, it went through my mind a couple of times, and then we saw who one of the greatest trotters we've seen in the modern era. I think showed how good he was.
What was that feeling like going behind the gate for that race?
It was kind of surreal. It's something that I've been dreaming about since I was a little kid, and to have it actually happen and not have to wait a long time to get there, it felt blessed, really.
You had a different perspective than most on the Hambletonian. It's been kind of in your family for years. Now you're out there doing it.
Yeah, it's a legacy that my grandfather started, and I'm just, I'm humbled that I could keep going forward with it.
Larry Redmond, we've been asking a lot of guys about their first Hambletonian drive. You were here for the first Hambletonian Meadowlands winner, Shiaway St. Pat. Did you think going into that day he's going to win that race?
We were confident. I think most people were naysayers, but we were real confident that we were close to being the best horse in the race, and that's what I don't think we've paid very much. I think we were $6 winner, weren't we? First heat.
Well, were you confident going in because he was good, or because the field was a little bit light, or because it was raining, or what?
He was underrated because he'd raced against 8 horses going into the race there, and he'd held his own. It wasn't that it was a bad field of horses. He was primed for that day, and he won a good race.
And that was national TV too. That was Channel 7, Howard Cosell, and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. Yeah.
What was it like not only having the Hambletonian winner in your barn, but seeing your brother driving him?
Well, that meant everything to us because it was all within the stable, so it was an exciting day for us.
Brian Sears, you've been here since 2003. I don't think you missed a Hambletonian since. What was it like going behind the gate for your first, and then take us to Muscle Hill for your most recent?
Well, the first experience wasn't obviously a great experience. My horse pulled up. I was taking him off the gate, and he ended up pulling up as I was taking him off the gate. But it's like one extreme to the other. Then going into with Muscle Hill last year, I had all the confidence in the world in the horse's ability, and just something really unfortunate would have to happen. I figured in the race for him to be beat, and that didn't happen, and he ended up doing what I thought he was capable of doing, and went pretty handy.
When you have a horse like Muscle Hill going into the final, do you try to cover all the bases prior to the race with a colt like that?
Well, I knew I had the best horse, and I just needed to make sure nothing stupid happened. I really felt like only some really unfortunate luck would get that horse beat on that day. And, you always got to have some racing luck, and nothing unfortunate happened to the horse during the race, and it went as planned, and he showed up just like I thought he would.
Yeah, my first one was with Joie de Vie, who just happened to be one of the favorites that year. I think he won his first elimination, and we had high hopes from winning, the Hambletonian. But second heat, he was just no match for Duena. He got a good enough trip, and she just trotted away from him in the stretch. But it was certainly, a lifelong dream of mine to race in the Hambletonian, and, it was very special to go in with a horse that actually had a chance.
Does it get any bigger than the Hambletonian, John?
No, this is the best we have to offer. It's our, it's our Super Bowl, our Kentucky Derby. It's what it's the most world-renowned race we have.
Okay, good luck this year in the Hambletonians. John Campbell, the all-time winningest driver in the race.
Thanks a lot, Bob.